All right, team, huddle up. Coach is here. We are going to solve one of the biggest, most confusing questions in the gym. Seriously, it's a game day decision that can make or break your results, and today we are drawing up the winning play, so listen close.
You know the feeling. You walk in, you're fired up. You're ready to absolutely crush it. And then you stop. You hit that fork in the road. Do I go for the weights first, or should I get my heart rate pumping on that treadmill? It's a classic dilemma, and almost everyone who's just starting out gets stuck right there. But not you. Not after today.
Okay, so let's crack open the playbook. Every great strategy has a golden rule, right? That one core principle that you build everything else around. Well, this is ours. This is the play you're going to run 90% of the time to guarantee you're moving the ball down the field toward your goals.
Here it is. Write this down, memorize it, make it your mantra. For pretty much every goal you have, whether it's building muscle, burning fat, or just getting that toned athletic look, the play is simple. You hit the weights first, you do your strength work, and then you do your cardio. It's that simple, and believe me, it is that powerful.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Listen to the experts, like the president of the Spanish Society of Sports Medicine. The key phrase right there is energy reserves are full. Think about it. You wouldn't play the big championship game after running a marathon, would you? Of course not. The exact same principle applies right here in the gym.
So you've got the rule. But a great athlete doesn't just know the plays. They understand the strategy behind them. Why does this order actually work so well? Let's break down the X's and O's of your own body's energy system.
Okay, I want you to meet the MVP of your workout, glycogen. Just think of this stuff as the high-octane jet fuel in your body's tank. It's what your muscles burn for those quick, powerful, explosive movements, like lifting a heavy weight. Now, it's a limited resource, and how you choose to use it is going to determine the quality of your entire workout.
So let's run the scenario. Your goal is to build muscle. Look at that strength first column. You're starting with a completely full tank of that jet fuel. That means you can lift heavier, push harder, and give your muscles the maximum reason to grow. Now just look over at the cardio first column. Your tank is already half empty. The result? A weaker workout, less growth, and yeah, a higher risk of injury because your form starts to get sloppy.
Now, what if your goal is fat loss? Oh, this is where the strategy gets even better. When you lift weights first, you burn through all that stored glycogen. You empty the tank. So what happens when you hop on the treadmill after? Your body has to find a new fuel source. And guess what it taps into? Yep, stored body fat. You literally turn your cardio session into a fat-burning machine and boost your metabolism for hours afterwards. It's a total game changer.
Okay, let's get a little nerdy for a second. We're going to go from the field to the science lab. We're going inside the huddle at the cellular level to see the secret biochemical strategy that makes this all work. This is the kind of knowledge that separates the pros from the amateurs.
I want you to imagine it like this. Inside every single one of your cells, you have two little coaches yelling opposite plays. One coach is yelling, build, grow, get stronger. The other one is yelling, save, conserve energy, hang on. Your workout is what tells your body which coach to listen to.
And these two coaches have names. You've got mTOR, that's your build signal. Lifting heavy weights flips that switch on, telling your body to start repairing and building bigger, stronger muscles. Then you've got AMPK. That's the save signal. Long cardio sessions turn that one on, telling your body to conserve energy. They are basically polar opposites.
So here's the problem. If you do a long, tough cardio session first, you're basically screaming, save, save, save at all your cells. Then you immediately walk over to the weight rack and try to tell them, okay, now build, build, build. But that save signal is already ringing loud and clear, and it can actually block or seriously weaken the build signal. You're slamming on the brakes and hitting the gas at the exact same time. It just doesn't work.
Now, every great game plan has to have an audible, right? A special play you call when the situation demands it. And this strength first rule, well, it's not totally absolute. There is one major exception where you need to flip the script completely.
And that exception is this: if you are an endurance athlete. If your number one top-of-the-list goal is to run a faster 5K or bike a century or finish a marathon, well then your priority is your cardiovascular performance. In that case, you absolutely do your cardio first when you're fresh and have the most energy to pour into that specific goal. You got to prioritize your priority.
So for all you runners, swimmers, and cyclists out there, your game plan's going to look a little different. Do that main endurance workout first, when you're at your best. Honestly, the ideal scenario is to do your strength training on a completely separate day. But look, if you have to do both on the same day, just try to leave at least 4 to 6 hours in between.
Give your body a chance to recover and reset.
All right, let's bring it in. Final whistle. We've covered the strategy, the science, and the special plays. Now it's time to make sure these lessons stick so you can walk into that gym tomorrow with absolute, total confidence.
Before we get to the final rules, I want you to really let this sink in. This might be the most important lesson of all. A perfect workout that you never do is useless, but a good enough workout that you do consistently, that will change your life. The most important thing is just showing up and getting the work done. Don't let perfect get in the way of your progress.
So here it is, the whole playbook on one page. To get stronger or leaner, you lift first. For endurance, cardio comes first. And notice that third point. A short 5-minute jog or bike ride to warm up is always a great idea. That's not the same as a full cardio session. And above all else, listen to your body and remember our motto, consistency beats perfection every single time.
Okay, team, I've given you the game plan. The strategy is clear, the science is solid, and you know exactly what you need to do to win. The only question left is the one you got to answer for yourself. The ball's in your court, you've got the playbook, now what's your first move? Go get 'em.